Hi everyone, I wanted to make a quick video about the upcoming year of the green wood dragon. It's yang wood and green dragon. It's 2024, begins in February. It lasts till the very early parts of January 2025. And I'm going to be putting up all the 12 videos about that very soon. It's been something to get that done, but it's almost done. But I wanted to talk to you about something that's going to be happening in Year of the Dragon, the green dragon. And it's going to be about how to deal with crying tears and also fiery aggressiveness, how to resist, how to deal with it. Because I've noticed that people are starting to come at you, everybody, I notice people coming, in groups, coming at you sort of on the internet, or even when you're out in public, coming at you with crying and trying to get you to do something for them. And also, or very aggressive, like, you're going to do this for me, or, whatever, people being either very pushy, very aggressive, or crying and trying with that way to get you to do something for them. They're trying to get you to do something for them. You need to resist it. You need to understand it. You need to not let them bully you with the tears and not let them bully you with the aggressiveness. Just stand up for yourself, say no thank you, walk away, don't let them push you, okay? Because people are getting a little bit too pushy. And I'm going to remind you that year of the yin water rabbit, the black rabbit that we're in now, things tend to deteriorate, okay? And people who are disciplined and will work on the structure before they work on the way it looks, and before they work on the facade, okay, will do well. And people that don't spend tomorrow's money today, or don't eat tomorrow's food today, will do well. People that do the opposite will not do well and begin to get desperate. You're the dragon. What do people do? They put the scales on. They clothe themselves with scales. They clothe themselves and try to get protective, because people are really going to come. You put your armor on because people come at you. It's going to get worse as they get more desperate. You're the snake is when a lot of wars happen. Okay, you're the snake's after dragon. Interesting, the Kuan Yin rides on a dragon, Mother Mary standing on a snake. Okay, Bible's based, and the religion's based on Chinese astrology, and it's also based on Mayan astrology. The 144,000 days, it's the Mayan calendar. Okay, so these things are based on astrology and astronomy, and don't let them tell you otherwise. But anyway, Year of the Snake is when a lot of wars happen in history. And that's when 9/11 happened. Okay, that's when America entered World War I and World War II. Okay, so America tends to get involved in Year of the Snake. Now, it might happen earlier than that because, for whatever reason, maybe because the information's obvious now. But if people can't defend themselves enough, if the dragon can't sit on his treasure and guard himself well enough and near the dragon, then Year of the Snake, it just, that's when the serpent rises and will snap and strike. Okay? So you can see things, but it seems like you can see it beginning, but maybe they're going to release the pressure a little bit now so that it doesn't get too bad in Year of the Snake. Okay? Because I made a post about that on Facebook a long time ago about this, how many wars America got involved in Year of the Snake, and that 9/11 World Trade Center happened in Year of the Snake. So who knows? But it seems like they're trying to. It almost seems like the pressure is being let off now a little bit. It's like a pressure cooker, like in a volcano, when there's some pressure release so it doesn't blow and make things real bad. But we'll see. But just understand it. And don't be someone that lets other people take advantage of you. Do not let other people take advantage of you with their crocodile tears, or with their anger, or with their aggression. Don't let them do that to you. Okay? Stand up for yourself. Tell them no thank you. And be firm. Say, no. I told you leave me alone, and leave me alone. If you don't, they're gonna either get your time or your money. So you need to be very strong and resist these people. because they're the ones that haven't been disciplined, and they're the ones that are going to get very desperate, and then when they can't get what they want, they'll just go to war and take it, whatever it takes, because that's what people do when they get desperate. But again, if we all understand it, we can all sort of be of the mind that we're not here to harm each other. We're here to try to make it work for everybody. Governments need to get together and make it work for everyone. That's what Maitreya is supposed to do. Maitreya is supposed to come and be the world teacher and teach everybody to get along, so we have justice and fairness, so everybody can be fed and clothed and housed, and everybody can have what they need. And then we don't need war. And then the soldiers can go help, instead of hurting people, they can help people. So that's what Maitreya is supposed to be for. We haven't had that really come up in a real obvious way. Okay? We've had people that are archetypes of Maitreya, but then sort of the understanding that we are all Maitreya. No one person can be Maitreya, because then it becomes a worship thing. But if each person is the person that has to help there be teaching and justice and fairness, then perhaps, if we each do that, perhaps we can reach the goal before the snake gets here, and we don't start launching nukes at each other or throwing nuclear weapons at each other. We don't want to do that. So get yourself in a state now where you can invoke peace and help your neighbors, and don't let them take advantage of you, though, because you don't want to be desperate on top of all this. You want to be secure yourself and your family and your neighborhood, but in that order, because you can't help anybody else. I learned this when I worked as a nurse. I worked as an astrologer and a psychic, but when I worked as an RN, I learned I cannot take care of my patients if I'm ill, or if I'm not strong, or if I'm not healthy, or if I haven't eaten or slept. You have to take care of yourself, and then you're some good to somebody else. Okay, so that's the caveat. As I feel the year of the dragon beginning to, the energies beginning as we get more towards the end of year of the rabbit, the year of the dragon's coming in. I can feel this energy. I can see it. People's emojis and how they're acting, on Facebook, and then how they act with their dogs out in the neighborhood, and how people act when I go to the store, and and when I go to work, how people behave, how my clients behave. I can see how people are behaving. Okay? So I just wanted to give you that heads up. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you soon.